It's Madden.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Done good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 8-8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Here's 2nd and 10. headed straight. It's Pacheco. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. That one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Done good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on the offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he is caught and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 33. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They go play action. Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing is Jackson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jackson. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jackson, options out left. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Herbert is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Now down for the extra point. And it's 21-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Trubisky's throw here complete into the hands of Woods. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Packers.
Now a give, right side. Kirkpatrick, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Kirkpatrick. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Trubisky to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pacheco, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Van Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We're week 18. This is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. A nice little juke and a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He was waving his arms on the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Powering his way forward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Again, it's Pacheco. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He has it complete to Christian Watson. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Green Bay.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side. Kirkpatrick. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And again behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, touchdown, Green Bay. Mitchell Trubisky with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Trubisky, they're going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever...
And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you're giving a chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On third down, Jackson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That one complete out to Dotson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Throwing is Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Jackson toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and goal coming up here. Herbert. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Done good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And able to get this out to the 25. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 4, 2:23 to play. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to...
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Trubisky. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here we go. First and goal. Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Here we go. The noise deafening. Fourth and goal. Oh, it stays up. Escaping the pressure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Arizona, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was